This will give you a good overall idea of the quality of this dash cam. Alright, thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you like the video. If you do like the video, we appreciate that. Let's go ahead and unbox this thing. We got a, it's called a Pruveeo. And user manual right there on top. Main unit is what comes right out. Has several buttons here. It looks like a power button, a mode button, a play button, a record, and a mic button. And on the other side, that's to mount your unit. Right there in front, it's got a little cover over it, but that is your lens right there. And it looks like it is somewhat adjustable, so that's kind of nice. And go ahead and pop these things out. Looks like your sticky mount to your window. And this little bag has a power adapter. It's an automobile plug to your original USB minis. And it comes with a sticky that is like a deflector to keep from having reflections into the lens. Has the slide mount itself. It has some 3M tape to a couple of plastic tabs. I'm sure that goes to the mounting. A piece of 3M, and then a little tool. I'm sure this is some sort of a mount tool. So this kind of shows you everything that it comes with. And we'll go ahead and organize that so you can see that real quick. And I'm going to show everything without the packaging. And there's everything it comes with right there. We'll get this thing mounted right up into the car and do a little test footage. I have a micro SD card. It doesn't come with that. So just make sure you realize you will. Alright, I just wanted to get a quick cell phone video of what the screen looks like. It's about 2 inches tall, maybe 3 inches wide. So it's a little 2x3 screen. And it's a little hard to see. There is a M button for menu. And as you can kind of see, it says resolution, but it is kind of hard to see in the car. It's probably showing up better even on the camera here than it is from when you're sitting in the driver's seat. So that is a little tough. That's a little downer. But let's go through these buttons, and I'm trying to get it the best I can. It's not the most ideal conditions, but it's mic, record, a play button, M button for menu, and your power button. Now, your mic and your record button are also selector buttons in this menu. Mic goes down, selects further down. Record selects and goes up. The little play button selects that. So you have resolution at the top, loop recording, high dynamic range, exposure, record audio. Date stamp is that one there. Gravity sensing, parking monitor, plate number. You can input your own plate number. Hit menu again, you get a second menu here. And I do got to go past it to see. So it's screensaver, frequency, beep sound, language, date and time. There's a format to format your card. There's a default setting, which sets all your settings back to the factory default. Then the version of your software, and daylight savings, GPS speed unit. I believe that would probably record your speed in your unit so that you have that on record. Set time zone, and that's all your settings there. Okay, we're here with the Pruveeo 1080p dash cam, and I'm out in the country. It's overcast, it's a little bit rainy, as you can probably see there. This will give you a good overall idea of the quality of this dash cam and how that 1080p resolution translates into quality, because those two things don't always match up. You can look at the street signs to the right and see if you can make those out, how well you can. Also, Might do some zooming on this video just so you can get a good overall idea of how in-depth the quality is. Because according to what situation you may run into in needing a dash cam, you may need to get a plate number, or even if you have a accident in the background that you're witness to, maybe you need to use it to send the police the video, and they may need to go through that. So this will give you a good overall idea. It is kind of stressing conditions for the dash cam picture because it's raining, and the overcast of course dims out the light a little bit. You can set the exposure on this dash cam. I'm going through a little state park here, and it's at sunset or twilight kind of time. So this will give you a good idea of what kind of exposure you'll get. More at a darker kind of setting. It's not dark out by any means, but it is, like I said, sunset. And it'll give you a good idea of what kind of resolution, what kind of picture you'll get. Alright, it's nighttime, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like in a really pitch dark area. This is a back road. There's no light out here. And this will give you a good example of, if you're in that situation, what it'll look like. Okay, it's nighttime, and we are coming into town here. I don't live in a big area, but I did want to give you an idea of what it looks like at nighttime. I actually just caught a cop going by, but this is what it looks like coming into town. I'm out on the interstate at night, and this should give you a good example of what that'll look like at nighttime. We've went and did a good demonstration, gave you some sample video of this little Pruveeo dash cam, and it does pretty good. It is a below $30 dash cam, so it's not going to be 4K and extremely high quality. Some of the bit rates is a little bit low, and I looked into that because of previous videos. People have asked to get the exact specs. So 20,000 kilobytes per second. Video you're watching right now is running at about 60,000, so about 3 times that frames per second on this. It is 30 frames a second, which is good. This does cut your video pieces into pieces of 1 minute video, which average about 140 megabytes. Now, some of the bit rate on this is variable, so it will change according to what kind of video you're capturing. If it's nighttime and it's a lot of blacks, it's probably going to be smaller video than if it's daytime and you got a lot of detail and coloring in it. So let's get into the audio. It is mono audio, and the bit rate is saying that it's running at about 256 kilobytes per second, and it's probably an MP3. I didn't look into that, but it's more likely an MP3 kind of format. It does seem to be variable as well, according to your audio. Sample rate, again, it's running at about a third of what your normal audio runs at in this day and age. You've probably heard of 44.1 kilohertz. This is only running at 16 kilohertz, about a third of that. So again, it's about a third of more of your standard higher quality audio and video. And a good thing about that is it does keep the file size small, so that you don't have to have a huge SD card. It is a micro SD card, by the way, but you don't have to have a huge SD card, so it does keep your file size small. Now, the good thing about the quality with your format is it does output in .mov, or you might recognize that as an Apple or a QuickTime file. And it's a little bit better than your normal MP4 file formats. So that's a plus. There is some examples you've seen in here that It shows, if you do zoom in, it's not super clear, but it will kind of do for now, at least, if you're just getting started with a dash cam, or maybe you wanted to try it and you didn't want to invest a whole lot of money until you know you're going to keep it. Now, if I had to give this an actual score, and again, these are all opinion scores, I would give this about a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's because it does everything you need. I think it does everything, it just doesn't do everything quite so well. So I would give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I did want to let you know, if you did like the video, make sure you give us a like on it. If you like the channel and you want to know more about these products before you go spend the money on them, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.